Hey, what's up guys? If you made it this far, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. In today's video guys, what I'm going to do is talk about a few Creed fragrances and their clones. And if I think the clones of these fragrances are worth it. Or if they're just like gutter trash. So the first Creed scent that I have here guys is going to be Creed Green Iris Tweed. A fantastic, this timeless, wonderful scent here guys. One that has been cloned countless amount of times, with David Off Quarter being one of the most famous ones. So it's a well-received scent here, guys. It smells like the dew in the morning when you wake up, how there's still water on the grass, like maybe even freshly after a rain. And there's also a bit of soapiness that's there too. The lemon and verbena is going to be something that sticks out with this. Some florals that are there. There's just a plethora of green notes, hence the name Green Iris Tweed. The smell of trees, it's not a spicy scent. It's not like oceanic. It's not like a aquatic scent. It's not like dark woodsy, if that makes sense. It's not like smoky. This is like, just picture a rainforest and you happen to be like doing a stride through the middle of it. I imagine like a cross-country road trip. This is something that you're gonna want to wear like when it's getting to be a bit cooler out. It's not quite super hot. It's not super cold out. But the clone of this that I would talk to you guys about comes from the house of Pete and Pedro. This here happens to be one of my favorite from this house. This is King. So with Green Iris Tweed on my left hand, I'm going to put this onto my right. See how it goes. I haven't worn it in a while, but let's see. So right away, it doesn't tell the same story. It doesn't have that thought-invoking of traveling in the woods. It just doesn't. There's a spiciness that's there that kind of takes away from that. Like you don't think spicy when you think walking through a dewy woods or a cross-country road trip in the cooler weather. You don't necessarily think of spiciness, which gives a very interesting take on the Green Iris Tweed DNA. It just does something else to it. It's not that like it's not an awful thing. It's not necessarily great either, but it's not bad. It's definitely not a bad thing that it has that twist, that spicy twist that's there. It's just different. If you're familiar with the DNA of Green Iris Tweed and you want something that's just a little bit different and it's not quite like David Off Cool Water, it's not like a clone like that. It has the Green Iris Tweed DNA and then it has the Pete and Pedro DNA. That I noticed that same spiciness in their Hero, which is going to be their Aqua de Gio clone. In this, there just is that difference there, and they also have a fragrance called Rebel. That's their Aventus clone or inspiration. Now, and also with that in the dry down, there's that bit of spiciness that's there. Now, for me, one of the main takeaways for this with this here King and Green Iris Tweed, right off rip, is quality. There is a major quality difference here. It just smells better. King is something that smells like it costs $50, right? Like that is the price tag on that scent. This Green Iris Tweed though, I can see why it sells for what it does because it smells amazing. But like I said, when I'm buying something that I want to have that Green Iris Tweed DNA, I wanted to have that thought-invoking. Like I'm traveling through the forest somewhere. I want that with that kind of scent. I don't necessarily want something that's gonna be spicy. Now next is one that most of you guys know, and I'm pretty sure I've made a video on it a couple times by now. But it's gonna be the Club de Nuit Intense for Man, the Parfum edition, and Creed's Aventus. These two in particular, for me, the main thing that I noticed a difference is going to be that this is a bit smokier, a bit darker. There's darker nuances to it. Where with my Creed's Aventus, this batch maybe in particular, a lot of vanilla, but a lot of green notes and nuances. So it's not like a pineapple heavy batch whatsoever. It's aged for a few years now. I kind of want to get another batch. But yeah, it's very similar, obviously, very similar to the Parfum here. So much so that I would not recommend getting this batch. If you want something that's a smokier batch of Aventus, just go with this. This is like $30, $60. This is $300. Use your noggin there. This lasts forever. This will last you probably 48 hours until you wash off your skin. The Aventus, you have 6 to 8 hours. Not saying anyone really wants to smell like a fragrance for 48 hours, But if you want to smell like a fragrance for 48 hours, not worry about it at all. Like if you want to put it on, not worry about it, and you know you're gonna smell it for the rest of the day. Yeah, that's something to go for. Whereas with the Aventus, it will be worn off after a while. You guys, I can't talk about this enough right now. Kind of how I expressed this with Ross on his live stream, or he expressed to me. People can't really afford, you know, Creed top dollar pricing right now. They can't. It's the start of the new year. We just had the holidays, and people are always getting into this hobby of picking up fragrances and trying things out. And if you happen to be doing it right now, you're going to be reaching for things that look more affordable. So you're going to be searching for things like Creed Aventus alternatives. You're going to be trying to find things that you can get without breaking the bank. And Armaf makes a lot of them. There are so many Armaf fragrances that clone more expensive fragrances. Not saying that they're all great, because they're not all great by any means. And they're not all great clones. Like, obviously, you can clone whatever scent you want. Does not mean that the scent's going to be good. But this one is good. And pretty affordable. Let's look at the packaging here. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with the packaging of Creed fragrances, but they don't come like this, right? They don't come in their own little box like this, like a showcase box basically. Yeah, but this does. I mean, it's a very nice packaging here. So yeah, that's definitely one that I would recommend. Now, before I go any further in this video, if these scents interest you, go ahead and click down into the. Now, before I go any further in this video, if these scents interest you, go ahead and click down in the description of this video, and the links are all there. Now, lastly, is a scent here that I have not found a good clone of, and so I don't have one. It is going to be a Creed fragrance as well, but I have not come across a clone that smells like it, or that smells close enough to it. That is going to be Silver Mountain Water from Creed. Sensual Obsessions makes a great clone, a great scent that they label it as Silver Mountain Water. I don't necessarily think it smells, you know, one-to-one with this, but it is great. It's one that I've had in the past and I found very enjoyable. The coolest part about this for me is that it doesn't last a long time, and when I want to wear it, I don't necessarily want to wear it for a long time. It's something that I can wear to the gym. It's something that I can wear just kind of out and about casually. It is a pretty expensive casual scent to wear, but it's definitely one that when I wear it, I can appreciate it for what it is, and that it's not a clone. It's something that I paid good money for, and something that I'm just going to enjoy when I wear it. And the likelihood of coming across somebody who's wearing the same scent with this is very slim. Which actually brings me to my next scent here. I wish I had the Sensual Obsession version of this, but it is not here at this place, because that one is better. It's better in my opinion. This one, it's good. It's not that though. It's definitely not the Andy Warhol from Sensual Obsessions. Sensual Obsessions makes the best version of Andy Warhol. So what I'm gonna do here, guys, and I don't even know if this brand is still around or not, but I'll show you the back here. This is called Andy Warhol by Bond Number 9. This is a clone of that fragrance. This is one of, if not the most unique scent that I have in my collection. Nothing else in my collection, when I open it and smell it, makes my mouth like water. I guess there is the plum that's in this, but like, it blows my mind that a scent can do that. And plus, y'all, when you wear it, oh, it is good. In case you are curious about this brand, which is good, it is 3-in-1 Parfums. This is a great clone here, guys. It smells fantastic. It smells like a ripe plum. Oh, it's amazing. I don't wear it nearly enough because it is so unique and loud. But would 10 out of 10 recommend it to someone who is looking to enjoy a different kind of scent. The girls are not a big fan of this one. They're really not. More or less, someone who appreciates art will appreciate. And that's kind of a nod at Andy Warhol, I guess, in a way. But that's what it is, guys. And that is today's video. I appreciate you all watching this. Share it with your friends, share it with your mama. But guys, I'm out, and I will see you all tomorrow.